What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope y'all having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you all, minutes ago, HHN just flooded us with house reveals and scare zones, man. We have our HHN 32 event, and I'm excited to talk about these announcements. But before we get into it, I want to definitely react to the Exorcist Believer trailer. I did not even see it. We was told that the Exorcist is coming. We thought it was going to be the original Exorcist from 1970s, but this is the new one, which it comes out October 13th. So this is going to be very interesting. This is a Blumhouse Universal project, so I kind of understand. But before we get started, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps. And yeah, you all, man, let's get into these Scare Zone and house announcements. I'm so excited for HHN 32 this year. I am ready. This year is already solid, so let's get into it, man.
This week, we'll be talking about a conspiracy over 2 decades in the making. We'll uncover the truth about what's really going on at Halloween Horror Nights. The signs
Okay,
are
this is the
everywhere.
podcast they're talking. There's the glitchy thing with the okay, podcast. Yup, from the trailer. Drip. And their hearts are in sync. This is crazy, man.
What the?
Yup. This is the Exorcist. Wow. Man, this is gonna be a crazy house, man. This is gonna be a crazy house.
And think it's all an act. Those of us who ignore the signs and go alone. What if the legend of HHN is more than just a legend?
The Exorcist Believer, only at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights.
This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a crazy year. This is gonna be a crazy year. This is gonna be a crazy year, man. Alright. To get into it, we got the Exorcist Believer reveal. We heard, with HHN Nightmares, this was gonna be, possibly coming, but I thought it was gonna be the original, just because we didn't know that it was gonna be, Exorcist Believer, because it comes out this October. So that's very interesting to kind of read the details for this, you all. The Exorcist Believer. Angela and Catherine, 2 missing girls, have been found with no memory of what happened to them. But wherever they went, the ultimate evil has returned with them. Witnesses a chilling chain of events as you enter the most terrifying scenes from the new Blumhouse film. So that's going to be interesting to see them do that, because like I said, it comes out in October, and I want to know if they're going to put a lot of scenes to kind of get us ready for the movie, get us prepared, not show too much. So that's going to be very interesting. I've never witnessed, HH. I heard they did something like this before, but I've never witnessed them do anything like this. But the merch is going to be insane. We have Stranger Things, The Exorcist, Last of Us, and Chucky. What are you trying to do, Halloween Horror Nights? Like, this is crazy. I got, my favorite TV series, my favorite game, one of my favorite horror films. This is gonna be. I just can't believe it's The Believer, Exorcist The Believer. I can already see Catherine, walking through that church scene. She's like, the body and the blood, and she's just screaming. Angela, I can definitely see them both tied up back to back. How they was at the end, they were saying drip, drop, and you gotta, walk past them, and all this possession stuff is going on with the priest and the father Odom. So I cannot wait to see how they pull this off. This house is going to actually be scary. I think this house is actually going to be scary. A lot of yelling, a lot of things moving, screaming. But I cannot wait to see what they do with Catherine and Angela. If you saw the trailer, definitely you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, maybe you should check out the Exorcist Believer trailer, because it explains a lot with this film. I'm so excited to see what they do, and I cannot wait to be in the line at Horror Nights inside the house, hearing that Tubular Bells theme go off from the Exorcist. It's going to be insane. I'm so excited. This is the most solid year we've had in a long time for HHN, and I know you guys agree with me, because this is crazy. But okay, so they finally kind of announced the house for the the Universal Monsters. It's called Universal Monsters Unmasked. So it basically says, we all knew, we thought it was going to be Universal Monsters in Paris, so they kind of got us with this one. But Universal Monsters Unmasked, 4 Universal Monsters, 1 new nightmare descends into the Paris catacombs. Oh, where you and your squad will face a new horde of monsters. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and the Phantom of the Opera, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and the Invisible Man. So it still has that Paris stuff going on with it, but this is something new. Got the Hunchback of Notre Dame. You got the Phantom of the Opera. This is going to be crazy. I know a lot of people were ready for this house, including myself, so I cannot wait to see what they do with this. This looks like it's going to be something new. Universal Monsters Unmasked. This year, just looking at it, already looks crazy. I cannot wait to see, what happens when we get to this event, going through these houses and scare zones. So I cannot wait. But we got the Chucky, even though we got that announced last year on Halloween, but the name is Ultimate Kill Count. So basically, it's saying Chucky's back for even more carnage. Chucky's a serial killer doll is back for a new gore fest. He's hijacked his own haunted house with all kinds of bloody hijinks. You and your friends must try to survive his ultimate kill count. So that is very interesting, man. We're all excited for Chucky. I can't wait to see what they do. I wonder if they're going to go back to that puppet type thing, puppeteer thing with Chucky like they had in that little scare zone he was joking with you. I think that's going to be cool. And then we got it confirmed, Dr. Oddfellow's twisted origins. You guys, we've heard rumors that Jack might make an appearance at this event due to Dr. Oddfellow, so we might get Jack wandering through the crowds and the hordes of horror nights and probably catch him in the fog. I was lucky enough to catch Jack, and it was just crazy. But to kind of tell you about what Dr. Oddfellow's house will be, it says your soul is a price he's willing to pay. You won't be able to resist going inside Dr. Oddfellow's menacing menagerie of twisted oddities, but the price for you and your friends is steep. The cost of your souls to feed his immortal power. So you guys know this is kind of a story that's connected with Jack. This is the one who took Jack out, from my understanding, and a lot of people are ready for this. You can kind of see that pattern in the back with the pentagram kind of floating behind the Oddfellow logo. So that was definitely what that was. And I can't wait to see what Dr. Oddfellow's house is going to bring us. Also, Duel and Dragons, Choose Thy Fate. Now this one, I don't know too much with this. I'm not even excited for real with Duel and Dragons. I don't know what it is, but it says no matter who you choose, you lose. 2 warlocks of great power return into dragons after trying to take Marian's spellbook. Now you and your friends are caught in their epic battle. You must choose a path and a victor. So it sounded like it's going to be something, with dragons and 2 warlocks and everything, and they're going to obtain great power, and it's going to be something behind a spell book. So that's kind of interesting when you hear that out loud. And we got the Yeti Campground Kills house. I actually got to experience the Yeti, and I love the Yeti house, man. That winter feel. People were saying that it was going to be, connected with Bigfoot, and it's looking like it's going to be something similar to that. And we all love the Yeti. It's a great house that Universal brings for horror nights. And to kind of get into it, Yeti Campground Kills. Yeti or not, here they come. You and your friends are about to venture into a 1950s campground overrun by huge menacing Yetis who rip apart anyone who gets in their way. You must flee the ranger tower to escape. So this is definitely interesting. The Yeti's coming back, and it's called Campground Kills, so we're going to be in a lot of woods. I can definitely already see this house, us wandering through the woods, hearing the Yeti in the leaves and everything, and having them pop out with the big roars and stuff. So I cannot wait to see Yeti Campground Kills. Also, this one was one I was excited for. I'm glad that they announced this. This is going to be very interesting. I cannot wait. Literally, out of all IPs, my favorites are Stranger Things, The Exorcist. I like all the IPs. I'm gonna just say that I love all the IPs. But the Universal original houses, The Darkest Deal is the one that I'm loving, in the Yeti. But The Darkest Deal is just something so crazy about that, and description about this story. So to kind of get into what The Darkest Deal is, fame is fleeting, fear is forever. Blues musician Pine Straw Spruce will have to face the music after meeting the collector and trading his soul for musical glory. You and your squad learn the terrible price of fame, so he kind of trades his soul in, for glory with his music career, and it's like he's like making a deal with the devil, and it looks creepy. Even this little poster looks creepy. He has his guitar, but his shadow is the devil. So I cannot wait to see this. This looks like it's going to be a very interesting house. I don't know if I heard rumors going to take place in like a New Orleans type of vibe, but I also heard the story, you know, it's based off of Georgia set, and so I cannot wait to see what they do with the Darkest Deal. Also, Blood Moon, Dark Offerings. In a colonial era village, moon worshippers witness the blood moon at their fall festival. They take it as a sign to hunt down any non-followers, including you and your Scream Squad. So, Blood Moon, Dark Offerings. This looks like it's going to be something like a cult or something similar to that. Definitely interesting. It definitely looks like it's going to be something like a cult, and they're basically like vampires. It sounds like some type of, they're bloodthirsty. So that one sounds okay, but I'm excited for when it comes to like the originals, the Yeti, Universal's Unmasked, Monsters, The Darkest Deal. Those definitely sound very interesting. And then we hop over to the scare zones. 5 sinister scare zones. You will be just as scared on our streets as our scare actors stalk you through scare zones. So first we have Dr. Oddfellow's collection of horror. Dr. Oddfellows will lure you into Halloween Horror Nights with the promise of immortality as he lifts the veil on all the horrors to come. You will soon realize you may not even survive the night. So he also gets a scare zone. That's probably where you'll see Jack appear. In my opinion, I think he will just come because their story is, you know, a thing, Dr. Oddfellow and Jack. So I cannot wait to see what they end up doing with this scare zone in this house, kind of revealing their story to us. And this is, you know, something new for real. You know, we're used to seeing Jack and Chance and, you know, Eddie, and we're getting Dr. Oddfellow. So I know a lot of people are going crazy for that. Dark Zodiac saying Dr. Oddfellow has entered a dark dimension to harness the power of the Zodiac and live forever. He twists the signs and malevolent being who foretells your doom as his star rises, yours fall. But it's crazy that he's coming, he's flooding Horror Nights this year. Dr. Oddfellow, he's literally flooding Horror Nights, so I can't wait to see what they end up doing with him. He must be something huge. I know, you know, the legacy of him with Horror Nights and, you know, Jack, but he must be something huge, man. Jungle of Doom, Expedition Horror. In the 1920s, Dr. Oddfellow ventured deep into the darkest jungle, performing horrific experiments on nature. Now his monstrous creations are running amok and are coming after you. So it's gonna be seeming like it's something where he goes into a jungle and he's performing like almost like a voodoo experiment or something on nature, some type of horrific thing, and we're going to be going through actually just seeing things happen and occur in the jungle with like monstrous creations like monsters and stuff like that. So that's going to be, it sounds crazy actually. So, you know, it's just weird that his name is stamped on it, but, and we knew this was coming. We got Vamp 69, Summer of Blood. This is, you know, just like we had the Vamp 89. This is going to be Vamp 69, so it's going to be more that Woodstock type of thing. So I cannot wait to see what happens with this. I know a lot of people have been wanting this. So this is going to be a crazy year, man. At a 60s music fest in a small New York town, you'll jam to unpopular band. At a 60s music fest in a small New York town, you will jam to popular bands with fellow concert goers until Dr. Oddfellow unleashes his vicious vampires on the audience. They're all out for your blood. So that's going to be interesting. I already know what I'm getting into because I remember that year that they had it. I think it was in 2018. They had like Michael Jackson's Thriller walking around. It kind of like had people dressed up like bikers and all this craziness. So I cannot wait to see what happens with Vamp 69. Shipyard 32, Horrors Unhinged. Enter a 1940 San Francisco shipping yard of mysterious crates and cages bearing Dr. Oddfellow's symbol. Beware, his nightmarish oddities have now escaped, spreading fear and chaos in their wakes. So it's going to be like something that's unhinged from a shipyard, probably like different creatures and stuff. So it's like Dr. Oddfellow is kind of unleashing everything in Horror and Speed Scare Zones. He's connecting in some way, shape, or form, which I think is cool since, you know, his big debut on Horror Nights, you know, Jack and everyone got their chance. So now it's going to be like things are going to change in the park, and I cannot wait to see what they do with his name, and he's like the icon this year. So he is the icon this year, and that's very unique to bring someone new with a solid year like this. So that's crazy. We got the Exorcist, we got Stranger Things, The Last of Us, Chucky, you know, Universal Monsters Unmasked. This is just so much. Like, I cannot wait to see what happens this year for Horror Nights. You know, once we are in those gates in the fog, and the details, the merch is going to be out of this world. Like, literally, the merch is going to be crazy. So I cannot wait to see more merch. Nightmare Fuel, Revenge Dream will be coming. We knew Nightmare Fuel was going to return due to their contract. So that's for live entertainment. But yes, you guys, comment down below. Now that Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights has released everything for us for HHN 32, which one are you looking forward to the most when it comes to the houses and the scare zones, man? Comment down below, you guys. I'm so excited. We now have our, you know, our lineup for HHN 32. Now all we gotta do is walk through those gates, and yeah, guys, so I cannot wait, man. An Exorcist Believer, like, what is going on? Like, I cannot wait. But I will be doing a live stream soon. You guys be looking out for that notification and everything. So yeah, guys, but unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me up on my social medias at ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY _ on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter. And yeah, you all, I will see you guys in the fog. HHN is here, guys. Peace.